Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial artist, he was a revolutionary. When we think of Bruce Lee, we think of his speed, his power, and his legendary fighting abilities. But there's one martial arts principle, one core idea that set him apart and truly made him a legend. This one principle not only shaped his fighting style, but it also transformed the way martial arts is viewed around the world. And that principle is absorption. But what do we mean by absorption? Bruce Lee wasn't just a master of techniques, he was a master of adaptability. Lee believed that a martial artist should absorb what is useful. What does that mean? Simply put, he didn't believe in sticking to one style, one form, or one set of movements. Instead, he absorbed the best techniques from any martial art that worked for him and discarded the ones that didn't. He didn't let tradition or rigid forms hold him back. He took what was practical, what was efficient, and what was most effective in combat. This was a radical idea in the martial arts world. For years, martial artists had trained in specific, isolated systems. They followed strict rules and stuck to the limits of their style. But Bruce Lee shattered that mindset. He saw the value in being flexible and open-minded. He incorporated elements from boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, Wing Chun, fencing, and even street fighting. Lee's martial art was born out of his ability to adapt and evolve, and it's what made him so dangerous and so revolutionary. At the core of this principle of absorption was the belief that martial arts should be fluid, much like the water he so famously talked about. Lee said, "Be like water, my friend." Water, he explained, doesn't have a fixed shape. It takes the form of whatever container it's in. It's adaptable, it's flexible, and it can be powerful. Just as water can flow, crash, or cut through rock, a martial artist should be able to flow, adapt, and strike with precision. Bruce Lee's mastery came from his ability to absorb different fighting styles and combine them in a way that was uniquely his own. This idea of absorption also extended to his mindset. Lee didn't just absorb techniques, he absorbed knowledge. He constantly sought to learn and grow, never settling for what he knew. He studied philosophy, psychology, and even science to improve his understanding of the mind and body. This continuous growth and adaptation were key to his success in martial arts and in life. He was constantly evolving, constantly learning, and that is what made him a true legend. Lee's adaptability wasn't limited to just fighting techniques. It extended to how he approached challenges in life. He never limited himself to one identity or one role. Whether it was acting, teaching, or fighting, Lee was always evolving, always striving to be better. This principle of absorption, of being open, adaptable, and always learning, set him apart from anyone else in martial arts history. So, what is the one martial arts principle that made Bruce Lee a legend? It's this: absorb what is useful. By combining the best techniques from any system that worked for him, Bruce Lee was able to create a martial art that was fluid, effective, and unmatched. This philosophy of constant adaptation, both in combat and life, is what made him not just a master of martial arts, but a true legend. If you've been inspired by Bruce Lee's philosophy, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who's passionate about martial arts. And in the comments, let us know. What do you think of Bruce Lee's principle of absorption? How do you think it can apply to other areas of life? We'd love to hear your thoughts.